Black Oni.
What's up, Tubes? It's your boy JBlaze06 here, and I'm giving you some Last of Us gameplay. And I want to talk to you for a moment about gameplay based, teamwork based gameplay. Why games with heavy emphasis on teamwork are important for the industry, important for online gaming, and why I really enjoy them. I'm gonna first start off by saying, of course, I'm playing The Last of Us online, JC Mac 120, and myself. Um, And The Last of Us is an example of one of those games that you really need to have solid teamwork in order for the game to work out in your favor. There are a few exceptions to this, of course. There are some people who can play through the game doing whatever the hell they want, running around gung ho and just wrecking shit. Two people I can think of off the top of my head that I have gamed with a lot. Hitori, you'll see in other videos, even of The Last of Us, and Mr. Yarger. So shout outs to both of them if they're watching this video. Shout out to you guys. Now, I'll also preface this gameplay footage and this topic by saying, JC and I have been gaming for a long time, so we know each other's play styles very well, and we usually try to stick together in some capacity or another to kind of provide backup for each other because we both kind of complement each other's play styles. Now, what you'll see here is one person kind of going off on their own and dying, and that's why that person died. You'll see that happen a few more times, more than likely. I don't remember all the details of this particular match, but yeah, there I am, calling that guy out and taking him down. And so that guy knew he was there, so I always call people out, and I always, put that marker on them. You can click the R3 button on this game to call out call that person out. So now I'm going back over here to provide some support because I recognize this person could use some help. So I'm trying to go over and help, and then I realized that their whole team is over there, and that would not be advisable. So here I am making my best effort. Like, oh, and look at that! I just get taken down because they had great teamwork. They had a great coordinated plan there. So even though I took that one guy down, he walked into my bomb. Um, that was it could have been avoidable if the other guy didn't get himself killed. And so this brings me to my other point about certain games. So I'll say that Ghost Recon and both Ghost Recon and Rainbow Six are games that really encourage teamwork amongst players in a really interesting and impactful way, as well as The Last of Us and as well as upcoming games. So you'll see, Call of Duty is an example of a game that can kind of go both ways. You can find yourself in situations where you're outnumbered very often in Call of Duty, but I guess the way the gameplay kind of works out, is that sometimes that most of the time that works out in your favor. So most people end up going around kind of guns blazing, sprinting around, not caring, and kind of being reckless overall. And so that's an example of a game that doesn't really encourage teamwork the same way a game like The Last of Us or the upcoming game, The Division. From what we can tell, we haven't played the game yet, of course, so we don't know. Where it's a four-player knit group, and you're really, focused on not only just a co-op experience, but also kind of having each other's backs. Another example of this is the game Evolve. Evolve is one of those really rare instances of a game that's kind of centered around the idea of working together really closely with your team. And that game, look at this guy. There's two of them in here trying to take me out, and I get that guy down. And JC Mac cleans up the execution just in case someone else wants to kind of come around the corner and mess with my world. But Evolve is one of those games that, if you don't know, guys, there's an interview I have on the channel where you guys can check out the interview, what that game's all about. But basically, you can choose to be either a monster or hunters, and the monster is a kind of one-man team. So that's kind of catering towards that gung-ho gaming style. And then and then you can be hunters. So the hunters are a team of four players who go together to try to take down this creature, this monster, so that you have two different types of play styles within one game. And those are just the standard modes that they've kind of talked about. They didn't talk about the rest of their modes yet. And here I am, a little late to the party, and you'll see me, using this shorty. This gun is just so masterful. I don't understand why not as many people use it. And I know there's another guy coming, so I have my smoke bomb ready, or actually my regular grenade ready. And that guy's throwing grenades out the wazoo. I'm gonna come over there and show him a bad time, and then he's gonna clean up the execution, of course, because why wouldn't he? Um, and that was an example of a situation where JC Mac, he told me, hey, this guy's downstairs and I'm getting bombarded by them. So I came over. I thought the rest of our team was over there to kind of helping him out, but they weren't. So I went down to try to help out, and I ended up cleaning up the situation that was already there. So because of him calling out to me where the enemy was and what was going on, I was able to appropriately go downstairs and take out that basically almost that entire team. Um, Another game that I'm excited about that's going to encourage multiplayer cooperation in a competitive environment is Hhour. And that's from the guys. I don't know if you guys have checked out that Kickstarter campaign. They just announced that they're moving from Unreal Engine 4 to Unreal Engine 3 to Unreal Engine 4. And here he was calling out for help, but he ended up not needing my help. Um, and it's a game, it's a spiritual successor to SOCOM. It's the same developer, I guess the same guy who kind of, yeah, this is me getting taken down. He executed himself with his own bomb. Um, it's from the same guy who did SOCOM 1 and 2. It's called Hhour, of course, and it encourages that classic play style. And I'm one of the unfortunate PlayStation gamers that missed out on the whole online scene with the PS2. There was a network adapter that you can get as an add-on for your PS2 that I did not have. And later on, at later dates, they ended up making the PS2s kind of come built in with it. And so this is me throwing a smoke grenade. I'm going to go over there, wreck his face, and then I'm going to knife him. This is going to be, look, check this out. JC Mac has my back right here. Perfect planning. Perfect planning. And that was a very proud moment for us. But yeah, I didn't have a network adapter for my PS2, so I didn't really get a chance to play a lot of the online games like SOCOM and Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence. I played at my friend's house, but I didn't have a network adapter, so I had to bring that game over to his PS2 to play it. And that was kind of a annoying situation because I really liked the idea of being able to do that. And look, their whole team is coming this way basically, and my dumb ass decided, even though I saw two blips there, to go after this guy, and he just put a bomb down. It was just terrible playing. This guy, look at, he just misses me twice. No big deal. Terrible shot, terrible playing. That was just a bad play. But we were up anyway, and this is an example of gameplay that shows you kind of like why teamwork is really important, especially for a game that's so close-knit and so dependent on people being there for each other. Revival system. You can go over to your partner and revive them. The double-edged sword to reviving is that you can easily get taken out if the other enemy has a beat on you and is watching you revive, or has an item they can throw at you. You're pretty much screwed. You are vulnerable as hell when you're reviving. It's a mechanic that works really well in this game, and it works well for other games. I think other games should take note of a revival system, at least of some sort of supportive role that everybody can play, not just one particular person, one particular class. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think about team-based, really close-knit team-based games. Not just, I'm on a team with a couple of people who are running around doing their own thing, but like a game that really focuses its attention on making sure people are together and basically, in a way, this is a game that kind of punishes you for not being together. Not in a direct way, but in the sense that you really don't stand that much of a chance if the enemy is coming up on you, and you are only one person. And so JC Mac is kind of running out there, gung ho. There's more of them over there than we both realized at first. So that was kind of a pain. But yeah, let me guys know what you think in the comment section down below. And that's an example of somebody throwing a bomb while he's reviving me. That's the double-edged sword of the revival system. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of team-based games, and yeah, we can keep the conversation going. As always, I'll catch you guys later. Game on, and J Blaze out.
Team effort too. You don't see that too often.